I tried a bunch of shit yesterday. I tried like the 10:15 candle, 11:30 candle. I tried like a 12 o'clock candle. Same idea. You know what I mean? Here and there. I think there might be something. I would I would check the 11:28 candle, and I would consider that. Yeah, because how to come up with what time? Yeah, because I just know from trading, especially trading the rip and dip, I know that at 11:30 there's always, not always, but a good time there's a big push. Like price moves around 11:25, 11:30 because that's when Europe closes, the stock market in Europe. So it causes a bit of volatility. And I know when I was doing rip and dip, a lot of the times I had a rule where I wouldn't trade between like 11:25 and 11:35 because once it started to go, it didn't turn around for me, and I would get more losses than I would wins. So I figured based on that if the candle was red or green, it would probably go that way for a couple candles. You know what I mean? Because I know from rip and dip trading. So I just chose, but I tried it out though. I chose like 11:30, 11:31. I chose 11:29. I chose 11:28, 27, and that's just the time that worked out the best. But um, but I went back 2 years on something. I went back 2 years on some of them. Like I was back into like 2020. No, here's the thing with any of those, even with the one we're looking at now for like 9:59 or whatever. They can all do all right, but there's going to be one point where it's going to lose out. So, yeah, if you go to the March 24 contracts and you look at the strategy, the 9:59 one we're looking at, it loses, I think, about 400 ticks. So, I don't know. No, I don't know if they're all gonna. I don't know. I just think it's kind of random, but I mean, in the grand scheme of things, no, it's not. But that's over the course of 3 months, so you're gonna be trading for 3 months and lose money. I don't know. Yeah, because I did one contract at a time, so each contract is 3 months long, basically. So it's like December 2023 to March 2024 was down 400 ticks. So, but but you were up probably over 1,500 every other quarter though. So I mean, in the end, over the course of a year, it was profitable. You just had. It's just gonna be like you're gonna feel like Paul. You know what I mean? You're gonna trade for 3 months and lose money, and it's gonna be like fuck. So yeah, it's just if you can handle it or not. Yeah, I did good yesterday. There was four of them. Mm, I think I just took two. I keep missing them, but you know what? I keep missing like the losers or the ones that I don't see. I end up looking and then I get in late and then I get a better fill. So I'm just getting lucky on those. Hey, so you can't open up that text. Go ahead. No, you finish. I wait for the 2 minute. So yeah, the alignment, they align on both charts, the 1 minute and the 2 minute. And then I just wait for the 2 minute to close. And once it closes, then I get in. I was gonna say something about that file, and it's not opening for you. Go. I created a new channel called Community Indicators. Would try that one. See if that makes a difference. But okay. I sent it the same way I sent other code to you. So I don't know. I just copied and pasted it. Should work. Oh, yeah, because I deleted one. Yeah, there shouldn't be, but let me look. 23. Community indicators. 170. I don't know how that could be. Did you try? Did either one of them work for you? I'm just going to delete the small one. And then I'm just going to tag the channel instead. I've been testing it out. That multi-stochastics. And I've been using it to filter out signals on my current setup here. And it's been working good. But I'm not using the stochastics in a traditional way though. Hold on. Oh shit. Oh my god. Holy fuck. I'll show you. Do you ever look at stuff like that? You probably have, right? Stochastics, RSI. Okay, so you probably know like the basic way to use it, which would be like whatever. Stochastics is above 90 or RSI is above 90. It's overbought. It's time for it to turn around and come back down. Yeah. Yeah. And that's but if you start doing that like on the 1 minute and the 2 minute, you'll find that stochastics can go to like the top and it could stay there for like 10 minutes. So or longer. And so instead of using it as a reversal, I use it as a momentum indicator. But more so as a how do I explain it? As like a flow to judge how well the price is flowing. So instead of looking at is it overbought or oversold, it really doesn't matter where it is in that regard. It just matters that all these stochastics are running in the same direction. And they're flowing nice. And they're not chopping around, you know. Like if it's going to go down, I'm looking to see that the fast one is down, the medium, the other medium, and the slow. I'm looking to see that they're all kind of in line that way. And they're symmetrical when a signal comes in. So, yeah. Because I was playing with it. I said, okay, well. Yeah, and I was just doing it the traditional way where it's like, okay, well, once it gets too high, look for a reversal down. Once it gets too low, look for it to turn around and come up. But I was finding that it wasn't making a difference. And then I said, okay, let's try not taking it if it's in the middle. So instead of, like, you know, if it's between like 40 and 60, right in the middle, don't take it. Only take it if it's getting near the top, because that's momentum, right? And then if it's getting near the bottom, that's momentum. And I didn't find that made a difference. There were some good trades that come up right in the middle. But what I found worked the best was just looking to see that the lines were flowing really nice together. So, and I have them for an option to set them all up to change color based on slope, eh? So if it's sloping up, they can be one color, and if they're sloping down, they could be another color. So I just look for them not to be all twisted together, to flow nice, and to all be the same color when a trade comes up, when a signal comes up. Here's a great example. I should take a picture of that. Are you watching this? Can you see the stream? Yeah, so you see the signal come in, and then you can see that how they're nice and in line. They're all red, first of all, but they're all flowing really nice together. They're not twisted. They're nice and smooth. And that's what I've been looking for. And then I'll show you if I can find one that I'm not looking for. It doesn't matter if it works or not. Even that's not bad. Well, here's the thing. Okay, this one. Okay, yeah. There you go. That's better. There's another good example right there. Anyway, that's kind of how I'm using it. Oh, fuck. Oh, I'm so tired. Oh, my God. Yeah, I slept fine. My fucking back's hurting me, too. Holy moly, I'm getting old. I'm hurting this morning. I don't know if I can. Might have to take the day off. Yeah. Let's see here. Holy fuck. You make any good trendline trades? What is? Oh, the stochastic. What is the stochastics? Hopefully, there's no errors. There goes all your personal data. $6,000. No, maybe 600. That's crazy. Yeah, characters. That's not. That's just per letter. That's not. That's not a line. That's just got to be per letter. By the time it gets itself over to Greek, I think it's getting corrupt or something like that to Greece. Where? What did you do? What do you mean 6,000 lines? You wouldn't even be able to paste it. Well, I just scrolled through it and I didn't count necessarily, but I know how long it takes to scroll through 900 lines of code because I do it all the time with ChatGPT. And I don't know what to say. The only thing I could do is just copy and paste it in your DMs and probably going to be the same though. Indicators. Control A, copy. We'll see how big the file is. $23. What is that? This one, it's called multi-stochastics. 23, yeah. I don't know why that one in community indicators is so big. You got to create a new indicator. What did you name it? Click find that and click on that instead. It's really weird how it works. So in NinjaScript, whatever you called it when you generated it, that's what it is on the list there. But when you go on the chart and you go to use it, it's whatever it says in the code. That's what you look for on the chart for the name. So if you generated a new strategy in NinjaScript editor and you named it oscillator, you'll have to click on oscillator, and then within that will be the multi-stochastics code. But when you go to the chart and put it on your chart, it'll be called multi-stochastic because it's just whatever's in the code. It's kind of weird. Okay. Yeah. You can see it on my stream. Multi-stochastics. Where? Oh, yours is white theme? Oh, that's fucked up. I can't honestly say I remember. I don't know. It just come up that way. Yesterday, when I loaded it and I was trying to fix my error, it was all white because I had to delete a bunch of files, and I started it up and it was completely white. There's no color in anything. I don't know. Why did it used to be black? Yeah. Uh, is it just a setting? Nice. Yeah, the white will fucking burn your eyes, man. It's not good for you. Holy's into the white, man. I don't know how he does it. I remember he was showing stuff on stream, and he's like, "Oh, I can't see for all the white." Yeah. Yeah. Simplified. I'm gonna go comment on one of his videos. I'm gonna ask him, how do you de-stress after a trade? Cold bath, yeah. Hair transplant. Mental trade. Yeah. He's got some, I don't know, decent strategies probably. Yeah. Why? Yeah. Well, yeah. If you could just get something to open Ninja Trader, you can audit. Yeah. Maybe. You know what I would do? Just set up a computer somewhere and then log into it remotely. Just put a yeah, that's one way to do it. But if it's going to be that complicated, I would just set up a yeah. Oh yeah. That's not bad. No, you just get a desktop somewhere and you just plug it in then. I made an indicator called Lemon Squeezy. It was a squeeze indicator. Literally, I think it's called Lemon Squeezy. It's just called probably Squeezy. Oh, I don't know where it is. Lemon Squeezy, yeah. It was just like a Bollinger Band thing, but yeah, it had a bunch of stuff built into it, like average true range and this and that. I got the AI to make a fancy algorithm for it, and it kind of works, I guess, but it looks terrible in the chart, and it's not a lot of use. So I don't use it. That's the, that's the best idea you've had all year. Yeah. Um, I'm the Holy Grail. Yeah. Been holding back. Yeah, I love my indicators. Dude, I download anytime I see them like posted anywhere or I see free ones, I like download them all. Dude, yeah. Like this and now for coding, it's great because I can just paste an indicator and I can tell the AI, look at this code. This code does this and that. Can you copy that part and put it into the indicator I'm working on now? Or take parts of other indicators and put it into mine. So I've done that. Like this shaded area, it's so hard to make. I could not make it. The shaded area between the moving averages. I could not make it, no matter what. So you know what I did instead? I have one called Zombie 9 EMA Cloud. You should get that, hey, the Zombie Pack 9. They've got like everything, bar timer, like they've got like 50 indicators. So, but yeah, so I just took the Zombie and I think I clouded area. I enabled it, and then the moving averages, I made them transparent, so you can't actually see the lines. You can just see the shaded area between them. And then boom, I got my wave. Are we gonna break low day here or what? Holy fuck! Well, I know what he's gonna say. Well, is there an order block? Oh my god. Yeah, man. Oh fuck. I am just fucking tired. You guys got me up all times of the day. Did they work out good? Did your calculations work out? Yeah. Yeah. I just got one language here. It's the only one I can speak. Are we gonna break low day or what? Come on, show me the money. Show me. Low day is. Oh no, that's not low day. Never mind. I've got this. The chart I'm trading on. It's got. It's got two. Oh, that looks cool. I've got two pivot markers, one built into my indicator and then the one on the side. So normally I have low day marked with like a pink dotted line, magenta. So I thought that was low day, but it's actually just a swing. Oh, yeah, I just got two winners. One on the ES and one on the NQ. Yeah, ES and NQ. I got, I think, 20 points in the NQ and I don't know how many. 5 or 6 points in the ES. I took these signals here the 1 minute. I got in there. I'm trying multiple contracts. This is what I got. Yeah, but when I win, it's 180 ticks, so a full win with all three is more than one stop. I don't know, it's just, yeah, it's 20. If you add these up, 120, 40, and 20, that's 180. This is I don't know if you've traded like this, but this is another way to do it. So you know what I mean? So I get in, boom, right away. I get a bit. I get a little bit, and then it's kind of the real target, the 120. But a lot of times you'll hit 20, right? So that 160, I don't know, it takes a bit off. But and then once these two are hit, I can start pulling that stop down a little bit, get it closer. This is more like real market hours. Like a 160 stop right now was like, you know, I got in here and the stop was like up here because, you know what I mean? So I did pull it down. And then my target, I didn't do 120 because that's like, I don't know, however many. That's 30 points. I just pulled it down to about 20 just because this time of day. And then my stop strategy, which I didn't notice. Yeah, and you can do multiple steps. I can do a 3-step. So profit trigger, 100 ticks plus 0. So that's going to bring it to break even. If I did minus 10, wherever I got in, minus 10 ticks, so I would still have a 10 tick loss, you know? And then if I did, like, whatever, plus 10, then I make 10 ticks. But then there's the step 2. So to do a step 2, in this case, it would be like 110. I'd have to be the trigger. My stop loss would be back from my 110 profit. So then I would do like, you know, a 50 stop. That means 110 minus 50. That means a net 60 ticks. And how often does that happen? So like, you know, if I hit 110, boom, my stop's going to come up to 50 ticks profit. If I hit 111, it's going to come up to 51 because I have the frequency set to 1. If I set it to, like, say, 5 or set it to 4, every point, then it's going to move up. You know what I mean? Ticks, yeah, ticks. Sorry, four ticks per point, that's why. But, yeah, so once it got to 110, cha-ching, the stop would come up to, you know, 50 ticks back from 110. Once it got to 114, cha-ching, it would come back 50 ticks from 114, right? Because my frequency is 4. And then I can get more aggressive. Let's say I'm at, like, I don't know, 118. Let's say, okay, I'm within 2 ticks of my 120 target. I don't want to lose anything. I'm going to make it 100. So it's kind of progressive now, right? So you start off with a break even. You get really close to your target. Boom, you pull your stop up. You get within a couple ticks. You pull that stop right up. And it does it automatically. And you can do a simulated stop too. I don't know enough about it. And there's more down here. Reverse at stop, reverse at target, target chase. There's one that's like an exponential. There's like an exponential trailing stop that you can do too. It's weird. Shadow strategy. So you could put another strategy in the background and then see if that worked better or not. And see what the yeah, I've got, you know what I mean? I've got so many alligator. Dude, I have so much shit that I've tried over the years. Trifecta Night, Bob. I got Bob. Look at this. Oh, yeah, dude, because I've tried everything, dude. I've tried everything. Nano, yeah, I was... Yeah, but I gotta do... and you can save the stop strategy as a template. So you can... Just the break even. Or in the one step. I'm going to put a one step. So I have 110, 120 as my target. I'll throw one in. If I get within 10 ticks of my 120 target, I want my stop to be 40. Yeah. These guys calling you for work? Are these guys calling you for work? Look at the market go. I should have held a runner. Well, I know now. Yeah. Yeah. If it gives me 1,000 R, I'm gonna take it. Even if even if I have to go to the mental hospital after I'm done managing my trade, I'm gonna take it because that's what the market's given me. Because you're, yeah, yeah. I don't know what place is better though. Straight to jail. Overcooking fish, straight to jail. Straight to jail. Wow, I kind of like this. Oh, maybe. What are you gonna take, an alignment? There you go. Like that guy on Reddit. I forget, I was talking on Reddit when some guy was getting all upsetty spaghetti, alright? I ended up just blocking the guy, so. Anyways. Because he was, oh fuck. Dude, he wrote me like a paragraph of shit because I had an opinion on ICT trading. The guy was like fucking beside himself. I think he was probably a little retarded. But, not that I don't like it. It's just I have an opinion. But yeah, somebody put up a post on the Futures Reddit saying, like, you know, I'm having trouble with my strategy, whatever, it's not working. What do you recommend? And then I just said, I like momentum trading. There's different ways to do it, but in general with momentum, blah blah blah. You're reading what's happening in the moment and taking advantage of it. I just wrote it up, and then I said, I believe moving forward with the volatile markets, things like ICT and stuff aren't going to work as good as they used to, or they're going to work less. So then this guy looks like he got mad, and I forget what he said. I don't know, but he said something. I don't know how many responses there's probably a couple, but I forget what he said something about. Well, I made. Oh, he's like, yeah. Well, I traded like a fucking. He's like, I traded an order block yesterday and I made $40. So, and I was like, okay, I could blindly take a trade and make $40 too. Like, that's not very much. One trade isn't much data to go from. You traded yesterday and made 40. And he's like, oh yeah? Well, my win rate's 94%. What's yours? And I was like, okay, man. I'm not getting into a pissing match here on Reddit. If you don't like my opinion, it's okay. I'm not worried. It's just my opinion, dude. If it works, and then I also said if what you're doing works for you, you go ahead and do it. I'm not against it. And then he replied with some paragraph. He's like, well, there was some cup, okay? Like for soccer or football, you get you win the cup, the championship. He's like, well, this guy won the cup last year and he was an ICT trader and blah, 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 blah. Like, I don't even know what the fuck this is. So that was the first line of the paragraph he sent me. So I just blocked him. Fuck that. I'm not reading that nonsense. Well, I only said two things. That's all I said. And then, yeah, so he was... He's like, this guy won the Tony Robbins fucking championship cup doing ICT. I'm like, dude, what fucking world are you living in? I was thinking. Where's my championship cup? I don't get it for fucking trading. I just gotta... All I get is some money. It's not fair. I need a trophy. Maybe here's the thing. It's just a new trader fucking thing in the mind where they feel like they got to go around, and I've seen people do it all the time. It's ridiculous. I see it on YouTube as well. The same kind of behavior. Somebody has been trading maybe for not too long. They're newer. Maybe they have something that works sometimes or works a little bit, or something that they're trying to make work, and they feel like they got to go around. Either they found like they got something, or they feel like they got to go prove it to somebody else, like prove somebody wrong, and that justifies that their strategy is good and it works. I've seen people on YouTube comments go, oh well, you could have just did it like this and that, and would have been profitable, and then they'd say, well, I do this and I do that. They got to run around trying to prove to the world that what they're doing works. Whether it works or not, I don't know, but that's if part of the strategy is like, oh well, if this guy in Reddit can prove me wrong, then he does have a profitable strategy. It has nothing to do with your trading, but I don't know it. But I see new traders do that. Like that guy on Reddit. I don't think he'd been trading for very long because he just wouldn't. He wouldn't run around doing that. He wouldn't run around writing me paragraphs about somebody winning a cup. I'm like, I don't fucking care. Yeah, I post sometimes. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Not a lot bothers me really. I mean, I think about things, but I don't give a shit. Mm, well, I'm actually helping people too, though. Like I don't just get on there and get in pissing matches. I there's other people that thank me for the information and for the things I say as well. So, and there's more of that. There's more of that than there are the people that get upset. Yeah, yeah. True. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get what you're saying now. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't give a shit. I don't, in the real world, I don't give a shit about anything. I don't care what anybody thinks. It's funny. Yeah, I know. I'm kicked out of the fucking day trading group. I'm not allowed in the day trading forum. I got kicked out because last February it looked like GameStop was squeezing and gonna break out, break out to new highs. So I drew some trend lines and I took a picture of GameStop and then I posted it saying it's gonna break to new highs. Earnings in March. I'm gonna take some calls, and then they kicked me out because they don't want me posting about GameStop. I said it looked like it was gonna break out by March, and here's the thing: I did it half as a joke because I don't know why. I just thought it was funny, and I was bored. But then the other half was it actually did look like it had a lot of upside, and it didn't break out in March, but it broke out about a month and a half later, and it come up pretty good. So these guys probably not. Oh yeah. Holy shit. Hey, look at these. This looks better, no? Oh, are you out? Or are you on your phone? I think I like my swings with a little line on them too. Yeah, those are just swing high. But look, this one I accidentally left another indicator on there that marks it. So now there's two. One for the shaded area and one for the line. And at first I was gonna delete it, but I was like, I don't know, I kind of like that. I don't know, what do you think? It looks better with the little line in the middle compared to this where it's no line, it's just the shade. Which one you like? This one? Yeah, I'm kind of liking it. It was an accident, but because what it was is there. Yeah, I like I like the shaded area because, like I said, when you get two really close together, the color changes. Like this, you can see they're overlapping. So you know, hey, there's not one, there's two there. Where I guess you could see that with the line too, but I just like the shaded area. I feel like I should make change the opacity though. Yeah, the session. Yeah, not the for the week and the month. You'd have to download one. There's free ones for it, but for as far as built in, it's called Current Day OHLC, Open High Low Close. Current Day Open High Low Close. Open day. Oh, here's current day. Open high low. Okay, there's no close. And then the other one you can do is previous day. Open high low close because you have the previous day's close. But previous day. OHLC. Yeah, you gotta watch those yearly levels. Yeah, no doubt. We're coming down a lot. I don't know. Yeah. Yo. Yeah, I'm just gonna go make a coffee quick. Yeah, and I just had to. I just restarted NinjaTrader here. That's all. Yeah. Okay. Just give me a couple minutes. What's going on? Holy moly. Okay. Yo. Coffee made a good post. Do you use Notepad plus plus? Yeah, it's handy sometimes if you're copying and pasting code. Like I've copied it and it didn't work. I had like syntax errors. But then when I pasted it into Notepad plus plus, it kind of put everything in the right spot. And then yeah, it's free. It's like a Microsoft thing. What's Stack Overflow? I don't know what it is. Coffee's supposed to be old guy. How come he knows more about coding and shit than us? What? Oh, buy signal on TradingView. On the 2 minute. Yeah, 2 minute NQ. Oh fuck. Who knows? Yeah, maybe. You can just type in like pivot swings or pivots. That's probably what they'll call it. Pivot highs, pivot low, or swing high, swing low. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. Yeah, they have it. What about the century high and low? Or the decade? I'm gonna draw a fib between the highs and the lows of the last 100 years and see where we're at. I should ask him. Coffee. I want the. Where's the decade high and low? No, they're good to have. It's in there. I've used them before. I found one indicator where you could do the daily, the weekly, the monthly. Like, it did everything. I don't know what it was called now, though. Coffee would probably know better than me. Jeez, I don't know. What gap? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I see. Good chance. We've come down quite a bit here. We have, I don't know, we got a lot of topside liquidity. Like, here's what I'm looking at. There's a lot of little highs there to run for stops. That would be a good little stop run. So, I think there's definitely some shorts that could pull us back up. But there is kind of a gap here with no pivots. He gave you one yesterday, he said. Nah, he was talking about the one he made, right? Is that what he's talking about? No. Tell him like, the swing high, swing low, or something. Daily swing high. Maybe he'll understand a little better. Oh, there. Hey, coffee. Yeah, I was thinking you should just come on, maybe. Yeah. Yeah. I haven't used it. I used it like once. It's yeah. Interesting. Yeah. 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 Interesting. Thanks. Yeah. That's cool. Wow, look at all that. Yeah. I've done enough with Renko. I have a little bit of a Renko fetish. I like playing with them. Yeah. 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 There you go. Yeah, no problem. That'd be good. Yeah. It's cool. Yeah, anytime you guys want to do anything on here, it's fine with me. I don't have any thunder. This is for everybody. It's not me. Yeah. 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 But the doors, yeah. No, you haven't sent me the invite. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's good. It's no. I enjoy whatever. You enjoy indicators. You probably rather spend more of your time creating indicators and stuff and yeah. But yeah, I don't mind. I'm thankful for both of you guys because it's made the group really good. I mean, there's a lot of people that don't say much or whatever, but it's cool to have. Yeah. Oh. Oh, now I feel special. Thank you. Don't forget about Holy. the DJ, the DGen Den. Pretty much, yeah. Mis Misunderstood. Yeah. Yeah. It's hard to follow. It really is. Yeah. Actually, that's kind of what I made here. So I got the lobby voice where everybody can talk, and then I got the trading one. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good time. I like to help people out too, where I can, if I can. Yeah, and yeah, 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 yeah. If they're gonna keep you long term, yeah. But even the gambling, like you got to be careful. I mean, he can make money, and you can make money like gambling one or two accounts, like he does. But the problem is, it builds bad habits, and like the biggest reason why somebody wins or loses is their mindset and their habits, and their control over themselves, right? Their self control. So yeah, yeah, yeah. But I just feel like it's bad habits to gamble one because it's just you're giving into that impulse. And the whole thing about this is discipline. So even though yeah you could or you might have made money, it's not worth breaking your good habits to do it. And you know if you do have good habits and you're doing it right, you could put all your accounts on your normal trading and probably make just as much without the gambling. If you know if you're that disciplined. But yeah, I don't know. It's hard not to. I mean, I had a really good call yesterday. I had to take a bit of heat, but the Nasdaq was sitting right at the 200 moving average, like the ETF. It poked through. It was coming up. It was holding. And I said, yeah, I'm going to take a long-term trade here because I think that's low a day. And it did break low a day a little bit, but it got sucked up right around noon. I don't know if you watch New York a lot, but noon is a good time for them to squeeze out all the shorts, especially if it's been a big down day. So it was just grinding. It was the price action was weird. It was just grinding and grinding, and it was like very linear and very straight and controlled. You could see that. And sure enough, it right at about 12:30, 1 o'clock, it just went to the moon. So, um, but it's one of those situations where you're right. It's like, okay, I made a good call there, but you got to be careful next time too, because now you think that you're, Mr. Smart guy, and you can make calls like that all the time, and it's just not going to be that way. But yeah, the market's been moving pretty good this morning. A couple of years old now, eh? One or two. Yeah, of course. What is that? The big dog or the? Yeah, yeah. I got one. I got the one. The one I have is he's 15 years old. Still acts like a puppy, but he doesn't have any teeth. So when he goes to play with his toy, it slips out of his mouth. There you go ahead, Holy. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Hey, did you try out that quad, that force stochastics, the multi stochastics? Yeah. Yeah. Hey, no problem. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, we were talking about it yesterday, and I had seen, I had seen stochastics where they had four, where I've seen guys trade with four of them. Like they'll add four windows to the chart and have four different ones, and you can get it on TradingView, all in one. But I didn't see one for Ninja, so It's not hard. I just took the whatever they give you because all the code that comes with, or all the indicators that come in Ninja, you can access the code for it. So you just bring it up and I just take the code and I put it in the chat thing and I say, hey, make it so I got 4 plot lines in one window, and it'll take the code and it'll make it up for you. A couple of errors. I mean, you gotta run through a couple errors, but eventually it gets it. Oh yeah. Nah, I understand. I mean, I was like that. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. I mean, it reminds me of when I was younger. We do in Canada. We do like skiing and snowboarding. You know what I mean? So a bunch of my friends snowboarded and I skied, but because I skated like I played hockey too, right? So when I learned to ski downhill, I didn't really even have to learn. I just just got on and did it more or less. So that's what I did. But then when I got older, I was like, oh, let's try snowboarding. So my friend had a board and I put it on and tried it out, and it was so hard, and I was just like falling and falling and wasting time. And I was like, you know what? I enjoy skiing and it works. I have fun doing it. I'm good. I like it. Why am I gonna waste my day pass at the ski hill to try and learn how to snowboard? You know what I mean? I'll just go back to what I know because it's fun. So kind of the same idea. It's like, yeah, if what you're doing's good, then it's really hard to put effort into changing it or to learning a new way to do it where you're just happy with where you are. So I always think about that when you're talking about that because I understand. Hey, for the stochastics, there's the D line and the K line, right? What can would you be able to like explain what they are or clear them up? Because in the indicator I made, I just kept one of them on. I think I ended up keeping the D line on and then making the K line invisible because original stochastics comes with two, so I can't really use them both if I'm going to put four. But like, just like, do you know how they're calculated? And if you were to use just one, which one would you use? In yeah, 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 yeah. Do you, which one do you watch more though, like the K line or the D line? Isn't the D line just kind of like a smoothing line? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I had to modify the settings too. I had to play with them a bit to get them to look less less noisy, I guess you'd say. because my two slow lines were all right, but the fast line, it was like, especially on the hike and ash, I'd get one candle up and the fast line would go from the bottom to the top. So I had to kind of slow that down a little. Yeah. 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 Oh yeah. Yeah. I see it. Yeah. 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 Yeah, yeah, I see. Yep. Yeah, I see. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Give me a bunch of ideas here. I could probably make some of it. I could probably put some of this shit on Ninja Trader if it was useful. Like if we. Are you still trying to get your zigzag going? Come on, these guys don't know anything. Here. If you're feeling up to it, you should send me the code for your zigzag one day, and I want to try my hand at it. Putting it on Ninja. They're not. It does, yes. I've experienced that. So what's happening? Because I do understand what you're saying. Of Ninja Trader just calculate things a little bit differently. So there's times. I'm just curious because Yeah. But hey, have you seen the Predator stuff coffee? Sorry to cut you off. Okay. Take a look at my screen share. It has time of day, it has risk management, it has max number of trades, minimum number of trades. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Yeah. 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 And it was clear from the get go. Yeah. Yeah. What's the what once they get it done? What are they running into? So you said on the live candle, there's an issue. Is it not printing live? Like, are you not seeing the reprints? I'm just curious. Yeah. 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 Give me. I'm gonna go pee real quick. Give me a sec. Yeah, I'm back. I said pee real quick. Yeah. Yeah. Does the zigzag consider that? Yeah. 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 No, I've seen it before. The other guys haven't. I've seen. I know. Yeah. 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 Yep. No. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. 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 Yep. Until the next triangle. Until the next triangle printed. Uh, and then it would move up, and then that triangle gets nullified, and it moves, goes back down to that pivot. Yeah. 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 That's the way it goes. Yeah. And what's that telling you? How would you use that? Like, yeah. 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 Yeah, I just wonder how you use it, but yeah, exactly. Yeah. 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 I think that's what I would do. Yeah. You just have to identify that. Yeah. 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 Yeah, well, it's hard, but I don't know. I've had good luck so far, so if you want me to try it, it would be. I don't want it. If you just send me the ninjas or the Pine script, I'll play with it and I'll see what I can do for you. Yeah. Yeah. I think I can do it. Yeah. So something similar. What I do, so on the charts I'm using now, they print those arrows and they're like a signal or whatever. I have something in the settings I call it ghost signals. So when the signal prints on the bar close, but what I have is a ghost signal. So it's a little dot that pops up, and when the conditions are right for a signal to print, the ghost signal will print up to give you like a heads up, like, hey, if the conditions stay the same, then a signal is going to print. But it'll appear and disappear as the conditions are true and false in real time. So I think whatever you're trying to, what we're trying to get to happen on this live bar, I think it's possible. Um, I'll see. I'll get into it. Maybe I'll say, hey, I can't do it, but it'd be fun to try. And if I could do it, that'd be pretty cool, like learning experience too. All right, yeah. So I'll give it a shot, and obviously, I would just start with the bass. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Really. Yep. Okay. Yep. 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 Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. And in NinjaTrader, we have transparent. Is a color transparent? So that's same thing, right? Oh, yeah. Yep. Yep. Okay. Okay. Yep. Yeah, that's yep. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I think that's possible. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Gotta go outside. Gotta go pick flowers. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I see. Yeah. Well, I'll give it a go, and I'll see what I can do for you. I might run into the same roadblocks, but yeah, well, maybe the heavy duty mechanic can do it for you. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard. Mhm. Yeah. 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 A little bit of a shit show. Yep. Yeah. 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 And a lot of the time, man, it can just zip through like the basic code and stuff. It can just zip through it in 30 seconds, you know? Yeah. Especially for the stuff that you know how to code and it's easy and whatever. But you got to sit there for 2 hours and do it. So you might as well just, even if it makes a little mistake, okay, now you're 10 minutes fixing a couple, brackets or whatever. No, no, it's good. It's good. We'll have fun with it, and we'll see what we can make from this. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you're always watching the clock. It's different when you're trying to do a project and you're watching the clock and you're watching how much money you're losing or making, you know? Yeah. Yeah, well, we'll give it a shot and we'll see what I come up with. Yes. Yeah, and sometimes, yeah, and I've had to do that for efficiency too. Like I've loaded up indicators and the chart would just like it wouldn't load, eh? And then I go back and get it fixed, and you can condense everything down so it doesn't take as much resource, but you know you can't see as much in the code like you would on TradingView. Yeah. Yeah, well, just give it a shot. And I don't care either. Yeah, like I mean, that would be great, but if I'm successful with this and you get it, like that's I don't want anything or need anything out of it. It's just, um, I like projects. It is. That's why I do what I do, fixing old cars or doing stupid stuff in the garage, building stupid shit all the time, and doing it the hard way just for the challenge. So, um, yeah. Okay. Yep. Yeah. And I got. Yeah. Okay. Good talking. Coffee. Take care. Holy, holy! Did you learn anything? I guess, yeah. If you're not good at English, he goes, "Don't mean," and you done do this and finna go. Yeah, they have down south. They have weird things. Like they have a word called finna, Finna. No, it's like I'm going to or gonna. And a lot of times you hear black people say it down south too. I was surprised to hear him, but like if you look at posts online, they'll say Finna, and it's like that's what he'll say. He'd be like, "Oh, going down the store, finna fix my truck up," or like it's a weird thing. I never even use it around here. It's just funny hearing him. Ninja. What's Coffee saying? What's he saying? Hey, okay, I'm gonna y'all call. Can go back to talking about the old man. Has no idea what he's doing. This fucking guy. I just like that he gets excited about it and he likes it and he's interested. He's passionate, and that's what I like. I don't care what anybody's into. If they got a passion for it and it makes them feel good, then hey, that's what I want. That's what I like to see. I don't like people that are just like, oh, well, I don't care about nothing, oh, whatever. He's gone through 4 or 5 guys to try and make that indicator. 4 or 5, yeah, 4. He's tried to get 4 guys to code this indicator to NinjaTrader for him. Oh yeah, how's that? Well, yeah, we're just getting started, buddy. This guy. No. Oh, really? That's your buddy, right? Or somebody that you know? Okay, so there you go. You're learning, Holy. You're learning. You've been down that road. That was the first time I heard about that from you. Yeah, I think people get a little confused. It's just a charting platform. I mean, they do have a broker if you want it, but so I'm gonna have to restart my computer because NinjaTrader is glitching out, and trust me. Whenever I don't know if it's, I'm starting to wonder if it's something wrong with my computer now, because if I get going, if I change the indicators too much or I compile too many scripts, it'll just like get really slow, and I'll restart it. But after a while, like I kind of got to restart my computer. But anyways, I'm just, yeah, I don't know. I left my computer on all night, so I guess I'm not surprised, but it keeps it warm in the office. I come in, if I leave my computer on, it stays really warm in here. No, I usually, I shut it off during the day. Like if I leave the house, I'll shut her down. She deserves some downtime. Uh, yeah, but you gotta pay for different data. You gotta pay a little bit more for the data for it. I'm pretty sure.